I have been telling you guys for months that I am going to do a glow tutorial, and I did this on live, and now here we are, so let's get into it. So first, you'll need to start with whatever color you've decided you want your glow to be. You'll need to choose the very lightest shade. I wanted this moss to look like it was glowing, so I chose a light brown to go around the edge with it, and then went in with some dots across the top of that moss with that exact same shade of yellow that I had previously done. You'll do another ring around that first light brown shade that you did with the exact same shade that you already did. I just like how the line looks. To me, it gives it a little bit more of a glowy effect, and then you'll go in with your dark brown shade to just do the rest of the tree trunk. You'll take a slightly darker shade to do some more dots across the top of that moss. Here is where I think it really starts to come together, is when you start adding the darker colors like the sky, that it really starts to give off that glow effect. So once I was done with the sky, I went in with another slightly darker shade of green just to give it more of a moss look. After that, I went in and added some shadows along the bottom of my tree trunk just to make it even more 3D and give it that glow from the top. I also decided at this point that I wanted my little apple guy to be glowing, and so the bushes behind him, I wanted to make a lighter shade around where he was so that it would look like he was glowing. I gradually went darker as I got further away from the little apple guy so that it made it look like he was glowing. Once my base was dry, I went over my black lines around the moss with my green acrylic paint marker, and I think that that really helps to kind of give off a little bit of that glow effect because you're covering up the black lines, and so it really is making it pop. Now, to give it that really glow effect on the characters, I took my very lightest shade that I did on the base of my moss and just started putting some lines across where some highlights would be if the glow was actually coming from the moss. So because it was coming from the bottom, then all of the glow that I did on my characters was coming from the bottom of the characters. The further out you do the glow, the more bright the glow is going to seem. So like I did the glow on the tops of the leaves, that makes the glow even brighter. Stay tuned for part 2, but I honestly feel like anytime you're trying to do a glow effect, you just really have to figure out where your light source is coming from and then do the shadows on the opposite side of that and you'll be good.